Hey y'all, it's Keara and I'm back with another YouTube video. On this video, we're going to talk about the 5 things that nobody told me when it comes to microlocs. So if you're on a braid lock or microloc journey and you're looking for inspiration, you're looking to connect with somebody else that's on the journey, feel free to follow along. And if you like what you see here today, don't be shy. Let's stay connected. Feel free to subscribe. First and foremost, I have to say, I am 5 years locked now. 5 years locked. 5 years locked. 5 years locked. I am 5 years locked. Very, very, very happy with this decision still, but there are things that I wish that people would have told me when it comes to being locked. So I'm gonna do it for you guys, okay? So the first thing that nobody told me when it comes to microlocs is that they don't look the same every day. And I'm not talking about when you put some curls in your hair, right? I'm not talking about when you're styling your hair. You're gonna wake up on some days and you're gonna notice, my locks look flatter today, or oh, they're popping today, right? Your locks are not going to look the same every day. Even if you do the same types of styles, if you're always doing flat twist, if you have your locks in a high bun, those buns are gonna look different, and the flat twists are gonna look different each time. This is a good example. I did half flat twist, and then I did the pipe cleaners in the front. And I have another video, my most recent video, where I did that when I was going to a holiday party. So if you compare this video to that video, they look a little different. I would say this looks more uppity up. Let's say you're not styling your locks, right? And you're just going up and out. That's even gonna look different according to the weather. Our hair is responding to the weather, our environments. I would even go as far to say to different energies. I don't know, if you had a great night's rest, you didn't do anything to your hair, you didn't do anything to your locks are just gonna look bouncier and shinier and prettier, or whatever is pretty to you. You might feel your locks look that way. If you had a really crazy week and you didn't sleep well, you didn't drink enough water, and maybe you're not in the best state, I feel like your locks are a reflection of that. People used to tell me all the time, having locks is a spiritual journey, and I'm definitely seeing the spirituality amongst these locks, okay? So that's one thing that nobody taught me when it comes to having microlocs. The second thing is shrinkage is real personal. I'm very, very happy with the length of my locks and everything like that. But I will say that your locks are gonna be shrinking, especially during that teenage stage. Just be ready for those locks to, what you think is this long, to maybe be 30% less than that. And you have to be comfortable with accepting the shrinkage. I think I wasn't really aware of how much my locks were gonna shrink, but I actually found that as my locks are getting longer, I kind of missed that little stage where I was in the teenager stage of my locks. So don't take it for granted, and it's actually a cool thing. But shrinkage is real, but it's also beautiful. As your locks shrink, they become sturdier, they become stronger, and so we just gotta be appreciative of the shrinkage because it's personal, okay? And it ain't going nowhere. All right, so that would be the second thing that nobody taught me when it comes to having locks. 5 years locked, 5 years in the game. I'm gonna say that I know what I'm talking about now. The third thing that nobody taught me when it comes to having locks is that your locks are growing with you. If you're doing life the way that it's intended to be done, you are in a stage of growth. You're growing ongoingly. Even if you're content with the things you have and the things around you, there's still a lesson that can be had, right? There's still something for you to learn. And that being said, as I am growing, I find that my locks are growing with me. I'm learning new things. It's growing my patience. It's growing my understanding with self. It's also growing my faith. Having been someone that struggled with hair confidence and things of that nature, I really feel like I'm in tune with where I need to be, but also I can get further. I can have healthier locks. I can learn more about repairing damaged locks. I have not gone without damage, right? And so there's always a lesson to be learned. So that's the third thing that nobody told me when it comes to having locks. As you grow, your locks are growing with you, and not just physically, but in a deeper way. The fourth thing that nobody taught me when it comes to having locks, your locks are going to attract so much lint, debris, and dirt. Not to exaggerate, but a lot, okay? And that's okay. I find personally, the more I wash my locks, the healthier that they are. I'm spritzing my locks every day. And my routine is very simple. I have a different video dedicated to that. But really, you're gonna wanna make sure that you keep your locks clean and you have an ongoing wash routine, because your locks are going to get dirty. You're gonna have to brush the lint out of your locks. You're gonna have to make sure you're rinsing your hair out. You're gonna have to make sure you're getting that dirt out. If you're not working with clean locks, it does actually slow the lock growing process. Please, please, please be mindful that your locks are gonna trap some dirt, okay? You're gonna wanna make sure that they're washed, okay? You don't wanna be one of those people walking around with filthy locks. So what you heard is Milo. He obviously wants attention right now. Sorry, Milo wants me to throw the little dinosaur squeaky toy with him. Although I feel like I throw that thing 50 times, he's never satisfied. But I also respect that he demands what he wants. He's squeaking it again. The fifth thing that nobody taught me when it comes to having locks is that as you age, your hair is aging. And so like the tips of your hair, you're gonna need to give it more TLC almost than the root of your hair. And the root of your hair is stronger, right? And as your hair grows longer and longer and longer, you gotta make sure you're paying attention to the whole shaft of your locks. I'll be honest and vulnerable, like I have had locks that have broke off. I've had a couple that like were thinning out in certain areas, and I had to address that. And I think it's because I was just spritzing really like the top of my hair, the middle part of my hair with rose water. That's what I use mainly to hydrate my locks. But I need to do a better job, and I have been doing a better job of getting the whole crown, okay? All right, so that would be the fifth lesson that I learned when it comes to having locks. My name's Keara Sheree. I am celebrating 5 years of having Microlocs. In celebration of that, I would love to hit 600 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. So if you're interested in microlocs, natural hair, Black woman psychological safety, friendships, community, fitness, travel, that's essentially what I'm all about, and that's what this page will be all about. So feel free to join and stay connected. All right. Well, thanks for watching. My name's Keara Sheree. Take care. Bye-bye.